Alright guys, so I'm coming at you today with a new ball review, and it's going to be the Violent Collision. This is a big Pearl ASIM that has HK Pearl on it. I really like this ball, and I could see it getting some use on tour this year. So here's my layout for the Violent, just a very basic pin under the bridge, CG kicked out a lot. I really wanted to get it closer to a Brutal Collision layout. And yeah, so this ball is like it's very like it's just an interesting shape because it wants to roll out, but the cover is so clean to where like it rolls out like later. Like it tries to burn up later. So you kind of get like a snapping motion a little bit, but it's also a little too clean to like snap. Like see for this shot here, I get it to the dry a little quick. Oh well, okay, sorry. Not this shot, but I think it's this shot right here. Yeah. No, not yet. So but as long as it's in the oil and on top. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So I get it to the dry a little bit quick, and it wants to like read and roll, and then like burn up, but then like also try and strike. So what this ball really looks good on is like getting on top of the friction. Like as you can see here, when I'm in the oil and when I'm on top of the friction, and when I like let the ball be in the oil, it looks really good. So now we're gonna compare it to a bunch of balls here, starting with the Paragon Pearl. This ball is pretty close to it. This is just a little bit more of a lopey shape than the Violent Collision. And oh baby, as you can tell, there was pretty lopey, where the Violent would probably want to read a little early. So next we're going to compare it to the Theorem here. The Theorem for me like hooks a lot, but it likes to roll out when I'm playing these kinds of angles, right? So I'm kind of getting closer to the Violent, but I've got to give the pocket away a little bit because it wants to shape a little bit more. And then obviously I'm going to compare it to the Piranha here. Probably not a realistic step up from the Violent, but we're just going to compare it to see what it does. And obviously you need to shape those sim solids a little bit more. It's not going to, I mean, you could probably play those same angles, but it's probably not going to get as good of carry. So now we're going to compare it to the GB4 Hybrid, another realistic step up. And it's obviously going to shape a little bit more, just the way the ball's designed. And then we're going to compare it to my all-time favorite Brunswick piece, the DV8 Brutal Collision here. And we'll see that the Brutal is just a little bit stronger than the Violent, where it wants to read the mids a little bit harder, like right there. Like it makes that motion and completes it. Not saying that the Violent is bad. I think that the Violent's really good. It's just the Brutal is my all-time favorite piece. So the Violent Collision is an early ASIM Pearl that just wants to like roll and like burn up. Thank you guys for watching.